want to see what's up. In case you guys haven't heard, last night, um, Kentucky Wildcats lost to the Kansas State Wildcats. If you guys haven't seen, at the end of the game, Kentucky Wildcats did not shake the hand of the winner of last night's game against Kansas State that won the game. How can that be? Why Kentucky not shake hands with the K-State Wildcats after the Wildcats beat them last night to knock them out of the NCAA basketball tournament? I was kind of upset that that after the game did not shake hands with them and everything else. It's kind of rude that other teams don't, like this, that don't get to shake hands. And another thing that I got upset early this morning when I saw what Trump tried to do. He tried to tell the House and Senate that they need to stop their bullshit and quit going into their little shutdown and quit messing around and everything else. And then have the nerve to call a worldwide state emergency and sign it into law that he wants to get all this budget deficit going on of so much money that he wants to stop all this trillions of dollars, from, having the United States go into the hole, which they already are. And, why don't Trump just, leave the office and say, hey, I'm getting tired of this. Other countries are not, they're probably having, not that problem with all this budget cuts and everything else. Trump just can't keep his hands off of anything. He's firing people left and right out of his cabinet, and it's horrible. We don't even know who's going to be the next this and that and other crap that's going on in our country and everything else, and he's just firing everybody that's in his cabinet and making, new people becoming into their, into different things. Right now, one thing he's got to worry about is the porn star Stormy Daniels. She has passed the lie detector twice and said that Trump had his hands all over me. That's what she said. That he couldn't keep it inside of his pants. And Trump is not telling the truth on what happened to his side. He keeps coming up with, ridiculous saying that I did not touch her and everything. Come on, Trump. You gotta do this. Stop all this lying and everything. Just pass the lie detector. Because that's why you're always in trouble. You can't keep your mouth shut. You can't keep your hands to yourself. You're losing a daughter-in-law because of what your son's doing. It's just, your family's getting weird out, and everything else. Why don't you just admit it that you're getting busted every 30 seconds. Give it up. Stop lying. Tell the truth that you're a fuck up. And it's getting ridiculous. People are hating your guts. You're turning the government against you, and then you want to sign it into law saying that we don't need this crap that's going on. It's getting ridiculous. Just tell the truth and move on. See what you can do, to make the country right. It's just ridiculous. If you haven't also heard yesterday and the day before, the suicide bomber in Austin, Texas, decided to blow himself up. Made a complete mess inside the car. They're saying that his parents saying that he was being in that evil state of mind, that he turned another corner and just started going after people and blowing themselves up and killing and this other bullshit stuff. Then yesterday down in Houston, Texas, they had a car chase, and it was not O.J. Simpson. It wasn't the white Bronco. It was a car. I forgot what type of car it was. I was watching it yesterday morning. Wasn't too happy. People were putting this guy down. Yeah, I made a couple of jokes myself, but I quit after that, and I was getting a little bit tired. The police shot out the driver's side rear wheel, and guy just kept driving really slow. I mean, it was really bizarre if you haven't seen it. I got on the internet yesterday and tonight before I started doing the live video. That he was stopped and taken to jail for a lot of charges. A lot of people were saying that is this guy got to jump off the bridge and everything else, because he stopped right at the at the one type of area where we thought that he was going to jump off, but he didn't. He got back in his car and started driving off again, and it was a mess. He was on a cell phone. If you watch the video, you can see him talking on a cell phone. I think that he was live on Facebook Live yesterday morning, and he said that I'm looking at Facebook Live on one of the news sites that were filming it also. And he says, I'm doing good, I'm just having bad problems this morning, and yes, I'm in a car chase. It was because something I did wrong, and I blamed myself. That's what he said. And by the time that they got him stopped, they decided to get him out of the car, get him on the ground, after some of the police, Houston Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, everybody else, just, you can see the cops just going past in the oncoming lane, going, I think it was north or south, I can't remember. They were driving, they were coming around to stop him and everything else, and it's just hard to see that, especially that they did something and then they regret it of saying that. Everything else. If you want to go see a lot of things and you want to laugh about it, go, and you like to go fishing, check out Charlene Indiana Fishing and Gaming. She's on now, live. Check her out and say hi to her. Right now, subscribe, like, and ring her bell. She's got over 1,000. Congratulations to her. And if you ever come to Wichita and you're saying, hello to me and everything, I'm looking for the 150 subscribers. And you come see me and say hi to me on my YouTube page, especially my channel, and everything else, come say hi. If you're that 150th subscriber, I will take you out for lunch, and or if you want dinner, I can do that. Lunch or dinner, that's your choice. You just tell me, we'll go to a nice restaurant in Old Town and have some fun. If you like chicken fried steak, or if you like the prime rib or other things, we can also sit down and have a drink of the craft beers. And then, and if you need like a souvenir that you would you've been seeing, me wear on my last streams, I will get you one of those t-shirts that you want, and you get to take it back home, show it to everybody else that you like, that you like Wichita. Got festivals that are coming up, especially in June the 1st to the 9th, the Wichita River Festival. Come out, enjoy. We get a lot of people to come down and enjoy the music, the festivities, the food, you name it. We also had, last week, we had the NCAA tournament, first and second round. And I just want to say congratulations to the Kansas State Jayhawks as they move on to the next round of the Elite Eight. Congratulations to Kansas State Wildcats. They also are moving to the next round of the Elite Eight. And everything else. And also check out other slot channels. Check out Paylines slots. Check out Slot Traveler, SD Guy 1234, and anybody else that you want to see. Click on their buttons, subscribe, like, ring the bell, tell them who who sent you, and everything else. So I'm going to get off of here and say goodnight and congratulations to the Kansas Jayhawks and the Kansas State Wildcats for moving on to the next round. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. See who's going to go to the Final Four. So you guys keep your head on straight, keep your head high, feet on the ground, and peace out. Good luck, Nutters.